So it's the end of another month, which means that today's video is a book of the month video, and this month I have been reading Unqualified Success by Rachel M. Stewart. If you're new here, hello, my name is Tori Cyclic. I make new videos every Sunday for Cyclic Sunday with other videos throughout the week. If you like what you see, like this video down below and subscribe while you're down there as well. You can also follow me on Twitter and Instagram in the description at tss6295. Now, let's get into the video. I'm currently filming at one of the audition studios in Midtown, Ripley Greer, because I was in Midtown and needed to film this video because I was going to film it over the weekend, but don't think I have time to do that. So I'm filming it here in this audition studio. There's an audition going on outside right there. People are warming up and you can hear it through the ducts, so that's why we've got a different background today. Also, I definitely filmed a self-tape in this exact room like 3 weeks ago. So if you hear any vocal warm-ups like that in the background of this, I apologize. So for this month's book of the month, I actually got contacted about reading this book. Rachel M. Stewart and her publicist reached out to me and asked me if I wanted to read this book and review it on my channel, and I said, most definitely. So if any of you have written any books that you would like me to review, let me know about that in the comments down below. Send me a message. I would love to read books that people have written besides like famous authors. Like if any of my viewers have written any books, I'd love to read them. So leave that in the comments down below. You can also message me on Instagram or send me an email. All that information is on my Instagram page and in the description down below. So yeah. So this book kind of dips back into the world of self-help books that I was reading for a little while, which I think is very good because I like to read those kinds of books to help me get into a better mindset for things in my life, specifically with auditions, because that's something I'm spending a lot of my time doing. And within the world of auditions, there can be a lot of rejections that can make me kind of feel like I'm not being successful in my career and trying to figure out different ways to become successful and work towards getting callbacks and booking jobs and things like that. So this book is a really good way to start thinking about that in a very different way than I have been for a while, because it's talking about being an unqualified success. Something that I found kind of interesting about this book is that to me, in a weird way, it kind of feels like a textbook from school. It reminds me of things that I read in my AP psychology class, because I had a lot of books like this that were like more about like the thought process, how you go through things, and the way some things are written with the way they're diagrammed out. It reminds me a bit of a textbook, but not in a bad way though, because sometimes textbooks can be like, oh my god, it's a textbook. But this makes me feel like I'm taking like a higher level class that's meant to read books that are more challenging and not like a math textbook that's like has all the equations in it. But this is something that I definitely think I can go back to and read over and over again. On page 3 of the book, Rachel Stewart writes, "The point is, no matter where you are in your career and the path of your life, you will always feel unqualified. This does not mean you are unqualified. The aim of this book is to help you gain awareness of this important differentiation and then manage any feelings of insufficiency in order to do your work in the world." This is something that really stuck out to me right at the beginning of the book as a really good starter for what the book is about, because I feel like I've talked to us about this with my friends a lot, that feeling unqualified doesn't mean I am unqualified for something, and especially within the world of theater, just because you don't book a job doesn't mean you're unqualified for it. It means that somebody else has something else that the casting director wants. You're just not the right fit for it, but it doesn't mean you're unqualified for the job. It's just that you're not the right spot for it, or you don't fit exactly what the director is looking for. On page 15 of the book, which is chapter 2, which is called Mindset Matters, I wanted to read something else to you guys that I thought was really important. That goes throughout the entire book, but also I feel like I can really apply to my life as well. As we start our journey from feeling unqualified to becoming an unqualified success, one of the most important factors is your mindset. This is far more than just positive thinking. This is harnessing the tangible, literal power of your thoughts to create the life you want. This is something that stuck out to me so much because it's something that I struggle with a lot, having a positive mindset or changing my mindset from something of being like, I'm not this, I'm not that, I'm not doing this correctly, I'm doing this wrong, blah, 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 all these negative things that are like a bad mindset to be in. And I always need to switch it into like the positive one of like, you can do it, you are able to do this, you can book this job, you can do this, this, and whatever. And this applies to literally everything in my life, which is such a good thing to think about, just changing the mindset. Just if I have like a negative thought, just changing the mindset of it. And it's something that I'm learning a lot and taking a lot of yoga classes as well. That mindset is so important for how you view your life, because if you have a bad mindset, it affects literally everything you do. And that's something that is talked about a lot in this book, about changing your mindset to shifting it to a good thought, shifting it to something that's going to be more positive, shifting it to thinking about your successes instead of your failures. Something that I thought was really cool about this book that you can use to really help put everything into practice is that there's exercises at the end of each chapter to help you do different things that it talks about in the book. So specifically for this one, it's exercises to change belief, and then it asks you questions and you write your answers to them. I personally haven't written my answers in my first time around reading the book, but I think I might do it my second time around reading the book. So yeah, it gives you a way to like interact with the book in a different way and think about it, everything that you're reading in a different way, and how to really apply it into your own life. And the last section of the book that I wanted to read to you guys I thought was super important, that I feel like I can really apply to my life as well is this on page 62. For anyone with a desire to succeed, make progress in their lives, or simply to feel more qualified, one of the keys will be the ability to imagine your future and live from that future rather than the past. For me, I feel like this truly applies to auditioning and booking a job, because if I'm living in the mindset of, oh, I've booked the job already, not in an overconfident kind of way, just in a way of thinking, okay, when I go into the audition, I go in prepared, showing everything that I have, singing-wise, dancing-wise, acting-wise, and thinking to myself, oh, I've already booked the job. Then maybe that will start to help me book jobs more, help me feel more confident in my auditions, things like that, because it'll help put that positive mindset in that, oh, you've already got the job, oh, you've already done this and this and this to get to this point, oh, you've already surpassed your expectations of it. And there's a lot of things in this book that are helping me think about that, of how can I surpass my own expectations of myself and become like an even better version of myself. If you're at a point in your life where you're feeling very down about like where your job's going, where your career is going, where other things are going in your life, where you feel unsuccessful, where you feel like you're not making strides in the way that you want to, I feel like this book, Unqualified Success, is a really helpful way to get out of that rut and to start changing your mindset and to start changing how you view yourself and how you view the world around you and how you view jobs and success and that kind of thing as well. So that's all I have for you guys for this book of the month video. This book is pretty new as well. I think it came out in 2019, so I don't think anybody's read it yet. It's maybe about like 3 months old, but if you want to read this, I'll leave the link to it in the description down below. If you are interested in reading this, let me know about that in the comments down below. And as well, if you've written a book and you want me to read it, leave that in the comments down below. If there's any books you would like to recommend for me to read, leave those in the comments down below. And any other general thoughts, leave those in the comments down below. How many times have I said this in this video? Thank you guys so much for watching, DFTBA, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.